Hi, and welcome to another video. So, you've just changed your spark plugs and coils and are still experiencing engine misfiring. Well, don't panic. There are a few things you can do to troubleshoot the issue and get your car running smoothly again. If your car is misfiring after you change the spark plugs and coils, it may be due to a faulty fuel intake. The ignition system is responsible for creating the spark that ignites the fuel in the engine, but if your fuel injection isn't working properly, it can cause a misfire. In this video, we'll discuss some of the most common causes of engine misfiring and what you can do to fix them. We'll also provide a few tips on how to prevent this problem from happening in the future. What causes spark plug misfire? One common cause of spark plug misfire is a build-up of oil or debris on the plugs. This can happen if the engine is not getting enough oil or if the oil is dirty. Over time, the oil can break down and form a varnish that coats the spark plugs. This varnish can prevent the spark from igniting the fuel, causing the engine to misfire. Another common cause of misfire is a faulty spark plug wire. The wire may be worn out or have a loose connection. This can cause the currents to arc, preventing it from reaching the spark plug. What happens when a spark plug fails? If a spark plug fails, the engine will not run. The most common symptom of a failed spark plug is a misfire. If you experience a misfire, it's important to have the spark plugs checked and replaced if necessary. A failed spark plug can also cause the engine to run rough, and it may not be able to generate enough power to run the vehicle. In extreme cases, a failed spark plug can cause the engine to seize up completely. Why would a spark plug misfire even after changing it? If you've changed your spark plugs and they are still misfiring, there are a few possible causes. One is that the new plugs are not the correct type for your vehicle. Another possibility is that the spark plug wires are damaged or have a loose connection. It's also possible that the engine itself is to blame. If the engine is dirty or has low oil pressure, it can cause the plugs to foul. This can happen even with new plugs. What are the symptoms of a misfiring engine? The most common symptom of a misfiring engine is a loss of power. The engine may also run rough, and it may be difficult to start. In some cases, the engine may stall completely. If you're experiencing problems with your ignition system, it's important to have it checked out by a mechanic as soon as possible. Ignoring a misfiring engine can lead to serious damage and expensive repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Get your vehicle checked today. Can new spark plugs cause misfire? If you've just replaced your spark plugs and they are already misfiring, it's possible that they are the wrong type for your vehicle. Spark plugs come in different sizes and shapes, and each one is designed for a specific engine. It's also possible that the new plugs are defective. If you think this might be the case, take them back to the store where you bought them and ask for a refund or replacement. What spark plugs should I use for my car? When it comes to spark plugs, there are a few different types that you can use. The most common type is the conventional spark plug. This type has a threaded shell and a metal electrode that protrudes into the combustion chamber. Another type of spark plug is the racing spark plug. This type has a longer electrode and a larger surface area than the conventional spark plug. It is also made out of a harder material so it can withstand higher temperatures. The third type of spark plug is the iridium spark plug. This type has an iridium-tipped electrode that is very durable. It also has a smaller diameter than the conventional or racing spark plugs, which allows it to fit into tighter spaces. Should you switch to iridium spark plugs? Iridium spark plugs are a good choice if you are looking for a durable and long-lasting option. They are also a good choice if you have an engine that is difficult to start. However, they are more expensive than the other types of spark plugs, so keep that in mind when making your decision. If you're not sure which type of spark plug is right for your vehicle, consult with a mechanic or the owner's manual. They will be able to recommend the best type of spark plug for your car based on your driving habits and the conditions in which you typically drive. No matter what type of spark plug you choose, make sure that you follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing them. Incorrect installation can cause damage. How to prevent spark plug misfire? There are a few things you can do to prevent your spark plugs from misfiring. First, make sure you use quality parts when replacing them. Second, keep your engine clean and well maintained. Third, have your ignition system checked regularly. Fourth, Don't wait too long to replace your spark plugs. If they become fouled or damaged, they can cause serious engine problems. If you follow these tips, you can help prevent your spark plugs from misfiring. However, if they do misfire, it's important to have them checked and replaced as soon as possible. Ignoring a misfiring engine can lead to serious damage and expensive repairs. Let's talk about a few common questions about spark plugs. How often should you change your spark plugs? It is generally recommended that you change your spark plugs every 30,000 miles. However, this may vary depending on the type of vehicle you have. Consult your owner's manual or a trusted mechanic for specific recommendations. How do I know if my spark plugs need to be replaced? There are several symptoms that may indicate your spark plugs need to be replaced, including your engine is misfiring, you are experiencing reduced fuel economy, your engine is hard to start, your engine is producing excess emissions, you are experiencing unusual engine vibrations. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, it is likely time to replace your spark plugs. My diesel truck is misfiring. Is it because of bad spark plugs? Your diesel can't misfire because of bad spark plugs, as diesel engines don't use spark plugs. However, there are a number of other reasons why your diesel engine might be misfiring, including low compression, dirty injectors, fuel quality issues, exhaust gas recirculation or EGR valve problems, intake manifold leaks. If your diesel engine is misfiring, it is best to consult a mechanic to diagnose the problem. So, to summarize what we've talked about in this video, if your car misfires after you change the spark plugs and coils, it may be due to a problem with the fuel injection or air intake. You can test the fuel injection system by checking the fuel pressure. If the pressure is too low, you may need to replace the fuel pump or the fuel injectors. You can test the air intake system by checking the air filter. If the filter is dirty, you may need to replace it. We hope this video helped. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and follow so you don't miss any of our videos.